We have seen some insane NBA trades, especially this offseason, in the Eastern Conference. The Orlando Magic giving up five first round picks for a average guard on a non-rookie contract, so it's not like you're getting a cheap guard. And the New Orleans Pelicans giving up the most valuable draft pick of the 2026 NBA draft, which is their own and or the Milwaukee Bucks, as well as this year's draft pick to move up 10 slots. And some people, they're starting to notice. They're like, man, the NBA and the NFL as well, but this is an NBA-specific video. The NBA is really, they've been making a lot of big trades. A lot of teams are mortgaging the future. And it didn't feel like it's always been this way. And there's a reason. And the NBA guys aren't really talking about, Shams and Brian Windhorst. They're like, they think they've got their finger on the pulse, but they don't. The reason why these general managers are mortgaging the future for now is because they don't have a future if they don't win and turn it around the season. Now, the Pelicans are... that one's even more crazy because at least the Magic were a play-in team. The Pelicans probably won't make the playoffs this year. They might slip into the back half of the play-in, but both the Magic and the Pelicans, absolutely horrific trades from just a pure math standpoint. The Magic, they mortgaged the future. They still don't have a top 20 player. They're in the luxury tax. They don't have any picks. But the thing is, they have to make a change because you can't just continue to be the sixth seed, losing the first round. Your job is gone. So, although it's a stupid trade, it's not really, because if you do nothing and you're the Magic GM, you get fired. It's a guaranteed you get fired. If you trade the future for Desmond Bane and you force the owner to go into luxury tax, which they're not happy about, and you lose all those draft picks, at least you have a chance. Because if Desmond Bane pans out and turns out to be the missing link and an all-star, you have a chance to look bold and brilliant, and you solidify yourself. You get a new big contract extension because you're so smart and such a genius. Which is unlikely. It's probably, a 10-15% chance. But if you get fired, you were getting fired anyways. Because at the end of the season, if Desmond Bane sucks, then that means you would have sucked even more without him. So you maybe buy yourself the full season because the owners probably won't fire you mid-season. Without Desmond Bane, they're going to fire you in February because they're like, okay, well, we need to make a big change. So you buy yourself a little bit of time, and you also roll the dice with no downside. Because before you roll the dice, and this Magic team, they're not winning a playoff series. With Desmond Bane, maybe. I'd say it's 50-50 to win the first round. If they make it to the second round, it's probably a 20%. But at least you roll the dice, and if you get six twice, it's like, okay, you're a genius. And the downsides of that trade on the luxury, in the second apron, no draft picks, no flexibility. That's for a different GM to fix. It's not my issue. And that sucks, but you can't really blame them. And same thing for the Pelicans. It's like they got Zion. They're making these weird moves. They got another guy like Zion. They traded up for him. And a lot of people are like, man, that draft pick is crazy. To move up 10 slots from the back half of the first to the middle to give up your pick or the Bucks, the better of the two, as well as the 2025 first round pick. It's like, yeah, it's a stupid trade, obviously. But if it pans out poorly, and when I say pans out poorly, your first round pick isn't good, and the team doesn't win many games, which would probably entail Zion getting injured again, then that means that the Hawks get a top 5 pick. Okay, well, you're fired anyways. So it doesn't even really matter if you're sacrificing that pick. If it works out, and it looks like the Bucks are keeping Giannis, and they got Miles Turner, okay, well, now the pick's in the 20s. So you made the playoffs, you gave up a pick in the 20s for a guy that you liked, and he's a starter. Okay, no big deal. So in both of these instances, although it is not a logical trade and your team over the next 5 to 10 years is decreasing their odds of winning a championship, the general managers increase their odds of staying employed. And that's all they care about. At the end of the day, these owners don't have the ability, I keep saying owners, the general managers don't have the ability to think outside of this season. Because when you're on the hot seat, there is no building 3, 4, 5 years down the road. You must fix it now. And even if it's a bad trade, it's better than nothing. Their car is broken down and somebody's offering you a tire and it's overinflated and it's not the right size, but right now you've only got 3 tires. So you're going to put that tire on and hope it works out.